Hey everybody, Jim from K6 Armory. Got a new one today. We are going to be doing a Cerakote on a Kel-Tec KSG 12 gauge. So we're doing a good old Stormtrooper white. The guy's a nerd like me, so we're going to go ahead, do some Stormtrooper white, keep some of the black, and then we'll also be doing some decals that I'm actually going to paint in. So let's get this thing torn down and we'll figure out what we're actually going to paint. All right, so we got this all taken apart. So let's decide here. I think we're going to do this in white, this in white. We're going to leave this black, and the barrel black. I think that should be pretty good. I don't see any other parts I think that would really want to be the white. So 3 pieces, actually 2 pieces. So won't take much at all. Next step is we got to degrease them, which obviously from a shotgun, there's a bunch of grease already in it. So we are going to soak this down in acetone, and then it'll be off to the sandblast cabinet. So let's get these soaking, and then let that go about half an hour or so. So this is one of the super boring parts. You get to sit here and watch things sit in acetone for at least a half an hour. I mean, you guys want to sit here with me, or no? No, I'll just shut it off and come back when it's done. All right, so please excuse my horribly dirty workroom. I'm in the middle of refitting everything, restructuring, and it just is not going quickly. So now everything's been doused in acetone, sat there for at least 30 minutes per side, especially for the barrels. So now it is time to sandblast them down. This is tons of fun. Really, it's boring as heck. So we're going to hook up the compressor, and we'll go from there. Here we go. Hands in. Let's get some blasting done. All right, so just a little FYI for you guys. Once you put it in that acetone and it's cleaning everything out, don't touch it with your regular hands. Put on some gloves, because even the oils in your fingers can contaminate the metal, and to where Cerakote won't stick to it. So, just a forewarning, if you go and touch it with your greasy fingers, it's going to mess up. So next, it just pulled it out of the sandblaster. So the next step is going to put it in the oven and bake it. All we're doing at this point is we are heating it up to where any of the oils that are still residual inside the metal are going to bake out of it. When I take it out, if we see oil on the surface, we're going to go put it back in the sandblaster. And I am using aluminum oxide, about 80 grit, so that should take everything off. But once we heat it up and actually gas it out, we will know exactly what we're dealing with. All right, so we had a bunch of oil left on the main barrels, so now we have to go back. I've got everything soaking again, except for the Picatinny rail. Once this is done soaking, we're going to put it back in the sandblaster, then back in the oven, which I have preheating. And then once that's done, then we can maybe actually get to painting, which takes, almost no time. The one thing I can say about Cerakote is if you want to do it, because it's great. You can make a good amount of money doing it. However, understand that actually painting only takes about 2 minutes. Everything else, the prep and everything else, takes 2 hours. So understand that the actual painting is nothing. You just need a fairly good paint sprayer and I made my own hanger for inside the oven hanging apparatus. So once you actually paint it, it's nothing. Unless you screw it up, then it takes a lot more. But it's a rarity. As long as you do it correctly the first time, you're golden. So let's get on with it, and hopefully this will get the rest of the oil out, and we can go on from there. Alright, so we got our color mixed. For this gloss black, it requires 150 mesh. So we're going to pour that into there. We're only doing one small part in this gloss black, so we don't need a whole lot of it. I did a 24:1 between the color and the activator, so once that actually goes through, we will get ready for paint. Alright, so we are going to do basically this part here in black. The rest of it is going to be pure white. We just need the black for the base coat here because of some graphics we're going to put on it. So first thing I do is I grab my cardboard just to make sure that it's coming out the way I want it out of the gun. Perfect. Nice, even and light strokes. That's all I'm looking for at this point. So now we'll get this all painted up. I'm not worried about overspray because it's all going to be covered in white. Alright, that's it. There's the black. And then we are going to throw this in the oven for about 5-6 minutes. Usually calls for 15, but I've found that my oven overheats slightly. So we're going to throw this in for about 5 minutes, get that tacky and slightly firmed up. And then we will put on the graphics and then paint this all white. Alright, got everything set up. Got the white going. I did not film putting these decals on because that was at least an hour worth of cussing. So I said, nah, not going to do that. So let's grab our cardboard, test our pattern. Looks pretty good here. All right, we'll get this one painted. All right, so there's a big piece. We'll move on to the smaller ones. So there's the Picatinny rail. As I do these, I put them on my rack for baking. All right, now we are going to do the handguard. Well, one half of it anyway. I'm not worried about the outside or inside, just doing the outside. This is plastic, or I guess composite. Composite does not do well with Cerakote. You have to let it dry for quite some time, like literally almost a month. Now the other half. Make sure you get all of the angles here. The back, the front, and the bottom, and the top. We want a uniform color. Alright. There we go. I'll put those on, put them in the oven, and then we got about an hour. Alright, we got everything painted, got it in the oven. It's a pain in the butt. That's why I didn't put it on tape, because there's a lot of cussing involved in that as well. So we got about an hour, and then we will take it out and start reassembly. Alright, so we just got everything out of the oven. I pulled the tape off so it looks really good. And then these are the other parts. So now it's time for reassembly. All right, everybody. Finally got it done. It's now 11 p.m. But finally got everything done. Everything, all the little tiny nicks and scratches are all gone. So I thought I would let you guys see how it turned out. I'm actually really happy with this. So here it is. So one of the things I said earlier was that it's a Star Wars gun, and he named this gun Lucille when he bought it, and that is actually the Star Wars script for Lucille as well as the Imperial Cog. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Gonna put everything else back on it, all the little things that he had on it before, flashlights, etc. And then we'll take one more final picture with it. Then we're going to go out and shoot it because he said I needed to. So we're going to go out and have some fun with this tomorrow. See you guys in a little bit. All right, everybody, it's Jim again. So here's what happened. My wife and oldest daughter have been out at a cheer competition up in Indianapolis all weekend. We're out here in semi-eastern Missouri. So didn't get to go out and shoot it. But I just wanted to show you the almost finished product. The only thing he has left to put on is the actual sling, but he's not sure if he wants that one, so I didn't put it back on. So here is the final with the reflex sight as well as the laser. And I hope you guys like this. If you want to see more of this, then please let me know. Hit like and subscribe. And we will keep going. I've got another build coming up. Not sure. I know what the colors are. It is actually my cousin's husband that is ordering this one. He's down in Florida. So we're going to be doing that one soon. It's going to be a pretty awesome build. Great colors. Polar blue and graphite gray. It's going to be awesome. If you have any ideas on how I should do this color, please let me know down in the comments. Other than that, if I actually get out and shoot this thing before he comes and picks it up, then I will definitely add that video. So you guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you later.